This presentation is on big picture learning. How it works. What is big picture learning? It's a model set up for high school age students to get a chance to work in real world jobs to help them better understand what they're interested in and what they're good at. Here's a short video to show how it works. Each student is part of an advisory, which is usually made up of 15 students. They have a lead advisor and a teacher that works closely with them on what they're interested in. The advisor gets to work with the student to narrow down what they're interested in and what they are good at. The student is truly the center of this learning model because it is so few students to each teacher. Parents and families are closely involved in this school community. Students, as well as their parents and community around them, are all invested in this type of model. Why choose this model of learning? Like they showed in the video, this model has small groups of students that gives students an opportunity to work closely with the teacher and build a strong relationship with them. This creates a student-centered learning environment where students can pursue their interests and invest in their own learning. In this model, students are able to get real-world experiences. They get to work at a real internship as much as 2 full days a week, learning with a mentor and a real professional in a setting. They can find areas where they have interest and connect to real-world jobs. Here is an example of a student that got to do an internship at a unique school and is now a teacher.
My name is Naomi Elliott, and I attended the Met Sacramento High School, and I am currently a 7th and 8th grade science teacher at Leroy Green Academy in Natomas Unified District. When I first started at the Met Sacramento, I did not intend on becoming a teacher. I actually wanted to become a lawyer. It was either becoming a lawyer or a doctor, which I thought were just the kind of 2 options if you wanted to be seen as successful. I decided that I wanted to be a teacher when I got the opportunity to join an internship at UC Davis Arboretum's outdoor education program. I loved that I was teaching science, something that I'm very passionate about, but also that I was having a connection with students. And once I did that in my senior year, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to be a science teacher.
I learned best based on doing it by myself repetitively, constantly. I have to rewrite my notes all the time, and I have to study over it and go over it several times before I can understand the curriculum. Ever since 6th grade, I've been studying the human bone structure, and I came across the subject of forensic anthropology because it's basically the study of studying the remains of ancient civilizations and finding out how they died and how they lived. Miss Elliott's a really great teacher, and she really focuses on her students' personal needs.
It's really nice being able to join at a time where this is the norm of allowing students that autonomy and that ability to struggle a little bit on their own. And that is something that the Met Sacramento and all of the Mets definitely bring to their everyday learning styles. I really love the family feel of the Met, the fact that I could call on any one of the staff there, not just by their first names, but on a very personal level almost 10 years later. And so I really enjoy thinking about my times in high school and that kind of nurturing feeling I kind of felt from them, and try to bring that into my classroom as well.
what distinguishes this model from other regular education models? There are 10 that they talk about in this model that the authors have started, but I think the top three for me are the first factor is that the students get one-on-one time. I work in a behavior classroom, and I truly understand how important that is to build a relationship with these students. Getting to know them and getting them to trust you is huge. The second factor is learning through their internships and interests in the real world fields. I think that is such a great idea, giving them a chance to find something that they're interested in and they can be successful in, and to know that they can have a future in doing something that's not just a doctor or a lawyer or, those common professionals that you hear, and still be a successful member of society. And the third factor I think is great about this model is that there's no paper pencil assessments or test assessments. They get assessed by teachers working with them and assessing them how their progress is coming along in their internships. I think that is a great way to tell how students are progressing and where they need support.